Hey everybody, welcome to Lost Connection Tarot. My name is Benjamin Snavely, and this is a brand new series called What Message Do I Need to Hear Right Now? Now, this is the second video or the second episode in this brand new series. The question, my obligations, they weigh me down. How do I fix this? So, if you have any questions that you would like me to address in these videos in this series, feel free to leave a comment below. I will take your suggestions in, and if they are deemed worthy by myself and any other curators that I have, then it will be a question added into this mix. So always looking for new ideas. But this one specifically, episode 2, is all about my obligations weigh me down. How do I fix this? So this is going to be a four card spread. We're going to look at the issue itself. You know, why are you bringing up this issue? Why are your obligations weighing you down? What is the challenge of you trying to fix this? The opportunity that presents itself, because you just simply addressing it and trying to take this on presents a nice opportunity in reality, because now you're not fighting something, and usually when you try to fix something, you are rewarded by the universe because it sees your hard work. It just wants to know that you're willing to put in the effort, and it usually meets you halfway. And then finally, what is the result of me taking on this challenge based on the issue, right? So let's go ahead. Just to let you know, I am using the Deviant Moon Tarot. I love this tarot. It is done by Patrick Valenza. Alright, oh, my halo. Anyways, let's get to the cards. Again, What message do I need to hear now? Episode 2, my obligations weigh me down. How can I fix this? So the first card will be the issue. The second card will be the challenge. The third card will be the opportunity. And the fourth will be the result. All right. All right, so my issues, my obligations weigh me down. All right, we got the Queen of Cups. So the issue is you are so giving, and you give so much of yourself emotionally that at times there is nothing left in your cup. It could be your obligations are simply family. Your obligations are you are trying to just simply fill everybody's cup. I mean, this woman, okay, gives and gives freely. She is down to earth in her emotions. She is a kind, loving, nurturing, encompassing of all-encompassing individual who simply wants to make sure everybody has a space, everybody feels safe, everybody feels heard, everybody's needs are met. And that can be exhausting. That can be extremely tiring, you know, where you're just constantly giving of yourself. And this is not just emotional, right? This is also physical. This is the idea of keeping the house clean and making sure the refrigerator is stocked and making sure that the car is working and that the yard is mowed. The Queen of Cups, you know, she takes care of everybody's emotions in such a way that you don't even recognize it, because she is constantly making sure that your emotional needs are met. And that is making sure that you are heard, making sure that you are having fun, making sure that you feel safe and secure. right? In your domicile, in your home, and whatever. So you read the stories to your kids at night, and you put in the night light, and you make sure you go and give them water, and you do all of these things. So by the time they finally go to bed, you're exhausted, right? So your obligations are noble. Your obligations are good, right? You're not being overbearing. You're not being domineering. You're not demanding conditional love. Like, I did this, so why don't you do this back for me? No, you simply give because that's who you are innately, or that's who you have decided to become, and decided to showcase. So that is very positive. So your obligations are simply because you care too much, and there's nothing wrong with that. But because they are weighing you down, you're like, how do I fix this? Okay. Well, the first thing you need to recognize, all right, the challenge is where to find strength. Where do I draw strength? Where do I get it? Because I'm not getting it outside, right? That's why I have this issue. That's why I'm here now, needing to hear this message. Strength is listening to yourself and hearing the eternal voice that is and always will be. It is recognizing that you are more than just this human, that your only role, okay, is the family, the thing that you have created that is surround you. You are more than that. And if you do not recognize that, if you do not remember that, then you need to go into yourself and you need to find the reason why you care and love so much and why you give. And then you'll probably hear or feel or just be in tune with a frequency that has always been a part of you, and you do listen to it, and that is your eternal self. That is your higher self, and you are in tune with that because that's why you give so freely. But you need to go back and draw strength from yourself. Okay, so your strength doesn't come from outside. It doesn't come from people telling you good job, give you a pat on the back, or I appreciate you. Like, that all helps. That all keeps you sane in different moments in time. But your true power and your true strength to continue and to recognize that these obligations are a choice that you have chosen, and this is the life that you have, and that this is what you wanted. And of course it's hard, but this is what you asked for. But just recognize your strength. And it's not about forcing something. It's about, and I know that's what this card represents, right? It shows like force, like I'm going to take what's mine. But it's more about a gentle, permanent wooing where it's sweet love and give and take between you and your inner self, right? And the challenge is that we forget that. The challenge is that we look outside for recognition. We look outside of ourselves for someone to acknowledge all the things that we have done, right? Recognition. But you, okay, the reason you are being weighed down, I think, is that you have forgotten where your strength lies. And instead of forcing it, you just simply need to sit quietly with yourself, tune into your own frequency, tune into that inner voice, and let it guide you into peace and serenity by simply letting you know that everything is okay and that everything you're doing is right, and everything that you continue to do is for a higher, greater purpose. It's not just because it makes you feel good, but it's because it's what's right. It's not just for me. Yeah, I do it because for me, but I do it for humanity, for the world, because it's the right thing to do, because I care, because I love, because I am more than human. There it is. Because I'm more than human. Like, and I reckon, but I'm also human, and so I recognize how everybody is special and how everybody is unique and how everybody has their own voice. well, you too have your own voice, and you just need to go back and listen to that voice and draw strength from it. Okay? Now, your challenge is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups in reverse. And so, the Nine of Cups is you have almost everything. Almost at the 10, it seems like it's singular, right? At the 9, everything that you have done is like what a bachelor would do. Like I've done it independently, I've done it myself, I've done all the hard work, I have laid the foundation, it's all me. At the 10 is when you have still done all of those things, and it could even be independently, but now you share it generationally. You share it with family and people who can also benefit from it in the future. It's just that extra added element. So at the 9, you see this genie. You see this man. He's got his genie in the lamp, and he has basically manifested all of his wildest dreams. So it's in reverse. So your challenge is that things may not be what they seem, right? You have all of these blessings, and yet at times they don't fill you up. At times they ask too much of you. At times it just seems like it's not reciprocated, right? And so your challenge is, again, recognizing that these things that fill you up with joy that you wished you had in your life, and now you went out and got them, and now you have them, and they're creating imbalances in your life because they are not giving back the way you expected or wanted, and therefore you feel depleted. So your challenge is to recognize this, because this is your opportunity, right? It's the opportunity is to recognize what these things are doing to you and how you can change it. And you simply change it by changing your perspective, right? You're not doing these things because you expect something in return. That's not why you're doing it. But now maybe that's what has happened. Maybe you've gone into this tit for tat, where your husband buys dinner and now you buy dinner, or you watch a show with your kid and now you watch a show with your kid and now you get free time while they are doing something quietly. You know what I mean? It's just too tit for tat, and it's on conditions, and it may work, but eventually it's not organic and it doesn't feel natural. And so the challenge is to simply recognize that you have all of these beautiful things, and at times they may ask too much of you, and therefore they may deplete you, and therefore you start forgetting where your strength truly lies, and you start looking for validation and recognition outside of yourself, which leads to frustration because then your cups are not being filled, and now all of your wishes are turning sour. All of the things that you had wanted and worked hard for are now are now fermenting in a vinegar taste that is just not your cup of tea right now. So you need to change your mindset to fix that, and that actually is the result, oddly enough. So the result was the 5. Oh, I apologize. The 4 of Cups, right? But this is in reverse. So the 4 of Cups, as you can see with this woman, is like, I can love it, I can take it, I can leave it. Do I really care for it? It's the idea of like, I have so much. Do I really need more? I can even kind of downsize and get rid of it. It's like, I see what you're giving me, I see what you're offering me, but I already got too much on my plate. Take a number. Maybe I'll be interested later. Now's not a good time. So that is the idea of the 4 of Cups. It's like you already feel like things are great and I don't need more, because that is now just more emotion that I have to put out there. That's more time, that's more energy, that's more effort. for me to care, right, and to build relationships. And so you're not sure, but because of this, you actually have this in reverse, which means you're willing to take on more. You're willing to see things as they are, and you're willing to give love a shot. You're willing to progress and recognize, like, no, I want this too. It doesn't always have to be perfect or reciprocal, because I'm starting to recognize where my own strength and truth lies, and it's from within, and it's not with these other people. If I decide to give someone my love, my energy, and my heart, that's because I decided it. It's not because I need someone else's heart. It's not because I need their love. I don't need their validation. I don't need any of that, right? I feel centered and whole within myself. And so at times, right, maybe in the past you were like, I can't handle this. This is too much. But now you're in a position where you can take it on, because you're starting to recognize your own value and your own worth, and how things are replenished within ourselves. And I'm not saying that the external world can't replenish us at times. It obviously can't. But that's not the idea. The idea is that you are ready to take a cup. You are ready to put effort and energy into it. You recognize that it's not going to be a fairy tale. You recognize that it's going to take work. You recognize that sometimes you may kick the cup over and you have to make amends and fix it. But you have learned all of those lessons, and so now you're in a position where you can say, I'm ready. And you are ready. You've gone through it all, okay? You are a giving person. You love and care about other people. You want to enjoy the company of others, other people's relationships. You want to give of yourself, and you want to do it freely and unconditionally. The challenge is just recognizing where your truth lies, and that's from within. And once you recognize that, then you truly have strength, because you're no longer searching for validation, because it comes from within, right? So the opportunity is to just recognize that the things that you may have already soured, and it's maybe time to downsize. They have turned on its head. They don't emotionally fulfill you, but you still care for them. So at any time you can turn them around. But oddly enough, you want that last cup. You're at the 9, and you're like, here I am. I'll take more. I'm ready for that. I can handle that. And so you're not going to throw it away. You're not going to waste the opportunity. You're ready. Man, my lighting's horrible. You're ready to give it a go. And that is the message you need to hear right now. All right? So my obligations weigh me down. How can I fix that? Find the strength within yourself, and recognize that if you give of yourself freely, and if you're willing to take something on, you know it's not a fairy tale. In fact, you simply know that it takes work and it's constant adjustment. And if you can continually change and adjust and try not to control and let things happen naturally, then you are ready, because you see your fears, okay? They're no longer on top of you. You are good. All right, your subconscious has been elevated, and now you see things for what they are. So, my name is Benjamin Snavely. This is Lost Connection Tarot. I hope this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below if you liked what you heard. Hit subscribe, share it with your friends, send me a message and let me know what hit the mark, what didn't hit the mark. Give me a suggestion. Tell me hello. From Dallas, this is Lost Connection Tarot. Have a great night. Bye.